Good afternoon, it's Jeff Boally, Battalion Chief for Mentor Fire Department again. I'd like to show you another video about acting officer forms, acting battalion chief forms for a couple things. Sick leave call-off form, also a acting officer form which needs to be submitted anytime somebody acts so they can get their pay, and then the weekend report. So again, we're going to go to forms and we'll start off with acting officer form. So the acting officer form is right there under the forms heading. Again, you're going to select the date. And you're going to select whoever acted on that particular date. So Fred Kelly, 250, station number 2, 0700 till 1900. And then we'll do Zalba. I don't really know his number. It's actually mine. Basically, you get the point, and then you select who's filling it out. That would be you. And then this section, stand by 1 second. 286, put your city number in. Basically, when you submit this, the original plan was for this to generate a notification to the battalion chiefs and to the battalion chiefs in a net, and that would just let them know that this form was submitted. But in essence, you just click verified yes because you're the one that's doing it, and you submit it. And that's that. You're also going to want to print it because the net still needs these printed out. And it's just like that. Select the printer friendly view, print, bring up your print preview, and just boom, print it like you would like any other document, send it in the mail. And again, you can come here and check out in these reports section, the acting officer forms, and go through and select any of these blue things to see the name every time. You know, they're sorted every time each individual is acted. It keeps a running tally. So this is an actual real-time calculation of whoever's acted. We can track how many times we've had actors at different stations, how many times we've had full shift acting, all that stuff. But all right, sorry about that. I had a call. Anyway, we'll resubmit them. Today's the September 22nd. That's the one I just did. It's not an actual real form. I just used it as a demonstration, so I'm going to delete it. But again, that's where they're all at. So the next one I'm going to show you is sick leave call-off form. So this sick leave call-off form is sent out to Annette again, so she can track all the sick time usage. Again, you'd select the date, select the individual called off, and their employee number, the time, and then the leave type, sick or family sick. Put down each person that called off sick. And again, you'd put your city number in and your information. Oops. And that you verified it, and you submit it. Boom. Click there. And once again, it'll go into this report section. Next one we're going to show you is the weekend report. This report is utilized for fire chief for his Monday morning staff meetings over at City Hall. If you've been an acting battalion chief on a weekend, I'm sure you filled this out. We used to find it in the network drive, but now we're going to be switching over to using it off Fire Manager. So again, just like every other simple form, go through and just fill out the pertinent information. Blah, 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 blah. Right here, you're going to write the call total for the shift in the morning. Say you had 26 calls, of which 22 were EMS. And then any call of any sort of detail and importance that he might want to know about. Now, these are going to be calls like full arrests or overdoses or traumas, DOAs, anytime one of our citizens is injured, or killed or significantly injured, he's going to want to know about that. If the cops were there and it was a call involving both of us, he'll probably need to know about that. So basically anything that's significant. I usually write them like this, I'll put the run number, 5678, we'll say, Station 3 responded to a MVA, and then type out the rest of it. 2 patients were critical, transported to Lake West, and they were flown to Metro. One was a 46-year-old, one was a 52-year-old, one was male, one was female, that sort of thing. What their injuries were, if they're life-threatening or something like that. But anything he'll want to know, basically the who, what, where, when. If he's sitting in the meeting and somebody asks him a question, he wants to be able to answer it with good information. So if you think it needs to be there, it probably does. All right, so then the fire call total would be the balance, obviously that, so 4. And then again, anything that needs, he would need to know about a structure fire, a significant gas leak, power outages in the cities, things like that. I guess that's basically it with this. I'm probably going to add another couple fields in here that are going to be like for the customer service stuff that kind of falls in line with what the present form is. And it'll be relatively self-explanatory. It'll just say like public service or training by the shifts, and you could write down good training drills that we had. Anything that's going to put us in good light and just show the type of work that we do. You help people change tires on the road, that type of stuff. So, and then you submit it, and then the next time a different actor comes in, I'll show you how they get it. Nothing to report. All right, I'm going to submit it. So now let's just say this was today. Now the next day, the next acting battalion chief or battalion chief comes in and they want to add their stuff. They can go here to weekend report. Stand by. I must not have the setting set where you can see it from reports, but I'll turn that on. But in the meantime, you can come to the weekend report, and that individual who's working the day after this guy can open it from here. Then you're going to have to click this modify submission. So the next battalion chief, he'll come in and he'll fill out his report. So the 23rd, this will be C, battalion chief, whoever, total calls, and then so on and so forth, fill it out the same exact way. And then he'll submit it. And then third guy comes in. Again, he'll get it from this list once I turn that setting on, but in the meantime, we're just going to here. He'll see it, and then right here, he'll modify his submission. He'll go to the third section, change the date proper, fill out all the good stuff, and then once it's all submitted and filled out, he'll just go here to the printer and print it. And it'll look like so. It'll have all the information. And then once it's printed, we'll just set it on the battalion chief's desk, and chief will come by and grab it on his way to a staff meeting, and hopefully he has all the information he requires. But that's basically it. As I said, I'll add those fields to this. And you saw the process of how to keep adding to the next form. Once it's there, you can also, like I said, get to it. It'll be very similar to the acting officer form or the other videos, and you'll be able to find it and add your relevant information. The important thing is to remember that if you're going to add to it, to click Modify Submission, and then that'll allow you to do it. And that's it. And thank you for watching. Have a good day.